morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. It's a lovely, lovely day. I've already seen a few people in the chat here mention that it is warm where they are at, and here in South Florida, I feel your pain. It's warm, it's humid, and but it is lovely. It's sunny, and I'm hoping that the technical snafus that we had in our first episode have been ironed out. I think hopefully we're going to be good. I'm going to put on my old man specs so I can get a better look at the chat and make sure that my sound and video is coming through well. Good morning, Michael and Loopy. I see so far. There's many people, but wishing you back a good morning. And I'm going to assume that our sound and video is fine for the moment. As I mentioned before, it's Wednesday, and we are right on the cusp of a big event here at the Dice Tower for the next couple of days, starting tomorrow. Thank you, Loopy. Sound and video, great. I'll take it. Starting tomorrow morning, we've got our 36-hour gaming marathon. It's going to be, it's going to be a scene, man. So make sure that you check in for that. They're going to be a lot of fun. And we've got crowd surfing, of course, today, but we are going to get started here with the DiLisio Factor solo playthrough of Monsters on Board. Now, Monsters on Board is a game that just recently fulfilled as a Kickstarter project, but I have a strong suspicion that this is going to be going to retail relatively soon if this publisher's track record is to be continued. This should be coming into retail pretty quickly. So let's jump over to the table here and give you a bit of a high-level overview of how the game works and what it's about. I'm not going to go into really, really deep detail on this. You'll kind of see how things go as we play. But the general idea behind Monsters on Board is that you are throwing a monster party, but you need to have the most prized beverage, which is Spook Juice. How do you get Spook Juice, you may ask? Well, you get it by frightening the townsfolk of Startleton here, which this area of the board represents the town of Startleton. Let me make sure, yeah, there we get that a little bit more in camera for you. All right. And so you're going to be sending your grunts here, which are these different monsters. You've got a mummy and a kind of a Frankenstein's monster and a skeleton that's got his head in its hand, which is very, very cute. You've got this octopus type monster, a werewolf, and a witch. All right. You've also got your minions down here. And so what you're doing is you're going to be sending these grunts throughout the town to scare up the town of Startleton and gain that spook juice. As David M. says, delicious, delicious spook juice. Yes, it is it's the beverage that all the cool monsters are having. And so you're going to be playing through, I'm going to be playing through 6 rounds. That's tracked right here. And the basic structure of the game is relatively simple. I'll explain that in a moment. But at the end of 6 rounds, I'm going to be gaining points primarily through a couple of different things. Number one is that there are these arch monster cards. Actually, one of them is a little bit off frame, but it's okay. If I get it, I'll kind of talk to you about it. But I'm going to be getting all of these are end game scoring points that are going to be tracked through dice that I'm going to have in this area of my board. All right, so I'm basically going to be drafting dice and putting them down here, and most of the scoring is going to come from these dice down here. Through these cards, also through this prophecy card, which is an endgame scoring card that I just randomly drew at the beginning of the game. I'll talk about this in a moment too, but this maxes out at 50 spook juice, so if I do everything that this card tells me to do, I'll get 50 spook juice. I'm also going to get points for my grunts that end up down here with corresponding dice. And again, I'll get into a little bit more detail about that in a moment. I'm going to be tracking the spook juice along here. Now, the game came with these really nice screen printed wooden tokens. However, I have found that they're a little bit big. They're a little hard to track, so I'm just going to be using some cubes. All right, let's say for the purposes of this one, I tend to play either blue or purple, so I'll be blue, and I'm going to be playing against Spider Jack. All right, so there's 2 solo modes in the game. There's a beat your high score variant, or there's a versus Spider Jack mode, and that's what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing against a virtual opponent. I usually tend to like those more, but it depends on the game. But for this one, I'm going to be playing this as the versus mode, all right? Brian asks, tell us, Mike, is that a Spookmobile? Well, I'm glad you asked, Brian. We have 2 Spookmobiles here, all right? So, this isn't a big deal, but I am going to point it out. This is a deluxe version of the game. It's the only version that we have. I actually have my own copy. This is the Dice Tower Library copy. But, so you've got plastic minis here instead of cardboard standees. And there were plastic Spookmobiles, but I think for the purposes of this, I wanted to use the cardboard constructs because I think they're a little bit more colorful. I haven't painted the Fearmobiles, right? Oh, I think, Brian, it's actually Fearmobile, not a Spookmobile. Spook Juice. I'm going to check the book, though. Look, we've got to be clear here. Fearmobile. It's a Fearmobile, all right? Yes. All right, so here we go. And yes, Micho art. Love me some Micho art as well. All right, so through the 6 rounds, what we're going to do is this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draft some dice. So we've got some lovely dice in here. All right. And they are all custom D6s. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling up 4 dice that I'm going to be placing in Spider Jack's Fearmobile. I'm going to be rolling up 4 dice for my Fearmobile, and we're going to be drafting those. All right? There's different symbols on these dice, and there are different colors. Okay, the colors are going to be relevant for one portion of the round, and the numbers and the symbols will be relevant for a different phase. But let's just get into it, right? Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to be randomly drawing out 4. That's 3, 4. That I'm going to go ahead and place into Spider Jack's Fearmobile. Okay. Then I'm going to be rolling up 4 dice that I'm going to be putting into my Fearmobile. There we go. All right, now I'm going to be flipping over Spider Jack's card here. This little deck of cards are for the solo mode, all right? And what they're going to do is tell me a couple of things. They're going to be telling me what type of dice that Spider Jack wants to draft, all right? So for this first die, it's telling me that they're going to want to draft the highest value, and it doesn't matter the color, okay? This one is saying that first it wants to draft a black die, if it can, and if not, then it'll take the highest value. And here it's telling me it wants a yellow die, and if not that, it wants the lowest value. And if none of those apply, then it's going to go first to the front of the Fearmobile and then to the rear of the Fearmobile. And then for the fourth one, it's going to be just whatever one is left over. All right? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out which one of these dice I want for myself first, because this is my Fearmobile right here. All right? Let's say I want to take this blue 5 here. So I place this into one of my driveway spots. Okay? Then this is saying the highest value die, which in this case, there's 3 5s. And then it's going to take the frontmost, so it's going to go ahead and take this one here. All right? Then we switch these up. Whoop. Now I've got these to choose from. All right? I will go ahead and take this green 4. They want a black die, which isn't there. Then they want the highest value die. We'll go right there. All right? I do see some names in the chat that look familiar to me. I see Drake is there, Drake Villarreal, who I know was involved in this game. So if I make some rules goofs, and it's very possible I do, feel free to correct me, and I will try to fix those if I can. A lot of high-value dice here. We've got fear puns already, yes. Well, you know, I take no responsibility for those. All right, I will take this die. They want a yellow die, no yellow die left. Then they want the lowest value die. Those are both 5, so they're going to take the frontmost one, which is that. Flip these around. I'm left with this value 5 die. They're left with this. All right. I'm going to rearrange these dice by value. You'll see why here in a moment. All right, so we've drafted those dice. And now we've got the scoring, okay? So what I'm going to do is, let me make sure, I want to make sure I do this in the correct order, all right? Do I want to move mine first? Yeah, no, I'm going to do the scoring before we do any of that. All right, so the first thing that I need to do is score Spider Jack's dice. So the way this solo mode works is that for Spider Jack, for my AI opponent, most of their scoring, actually almost all of their scoring actually occurs in game. Whereas for my scoring, most of it is going to be at the end. I will get some scoring, hopefully, throughout the game, but the vast majority of my scoring is going to come in end game. All of Spider Jack's scoring is going to be coming during this period. So this area over here I have is going to be known as Spider Jack's court. And it started off with one grunt of a color. I randomly drew a die out of the bag. It happened to be a yellow die. That meant that it dictated which cards are in Spider Jack's deck, and it also dictated which grunt it started with. All right? What's the goal of this game? Michael, you're a little late, but the goal is to get the most Spook Juice, which are points. All right, so just making sure. You select the highest ranked die first, and it says if there's a tie, select the one that would give the most points during the scoring phase. Well, at this point, if there were a yellow die, that would give them the most, but there's not. So I take this die, and they're going to get the value of that die, which is 6 points, all right? So we said that Spider Jack is red, so they get 6 Spook Juice right away, all right? Then we score the matching court. In this case, there's one of those dies in that color, so they're going to get 1 more point, okay? Let's be thematic. 1 more Spook Juice. Then they're going to score this blue die, which is going to give them 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 13. All right. And 1 more for that court. All right. Then we've got 2 more here, but this one, these are both 5s, but we're going to score the pink because it's going to get Spider Jack more points. So in this case, another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 more for each die, 2 more there. 1, 2. So they're already at 21 Spook Juice in this first round, okay? And then this one's going to stay here for a moment. All right. So the way that the scoring works there is that you get the value of the Lord die, as it's known, another point for each die of that color. You'd get 3 points for each grunt of that color, and then 2 points for any ghosts that might end up in that court. And you'll see how that works in a moment, all right? So they've done all their scoring. Now we're going to focus on this area over here because this is my board. So what we have now is a grunt movement phase where I'm going to be moving these grunts based on the color of the dice here, okay? So this means I'm going to be moving my blue grunt once, my yellow grunt once, and my green grunt twice, all right? And you could do these in any order. When you move them, you're going to move them to the next available spot in the neighborhood. And this, you'll follow the arrows here, so it goes along this way, and it kind of snakes around to this ending point here, all right? All right, so you'll notice that some of these spots have no symbols. That just means that they move onto that spot and nothing happens. Other spots have symbols, icons, that are going to be actions, things that you can do that get triggered when you move your grunts onto them. There will be ways that you can get more grunts of a particular color, and in that case, when you move them, you move all of them, and you can move them in any order. But right now, we're not going to worry about that. Let's just go ahead and I'll go, let's move the yellow first just to accentuate that you don't have to, you can do them in any order you want. All right, so I move my mummy here to the first spot. Now I can move my green grunt twice. We'll move the first one here. Then we're going to move him again. And now he lands on this Spook Juice spot, which means, hey, I'm on the board. What do you know? 1 Spook Juice to Spider Jack's 21. All right. And then finally, we'll move my blue grunt right here. All right. So that's the movement phase. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be selecting 3 of these dice to place into my area here that's going to be doing a bunch of actions, okay? There are a number of different actions in the game, and I'll be just talking about them as I select the dice. The fourth die is going to go into this spot, and it's going to give me a certain amount of mayhem, which is a currency that I'm going to be using to buy these cards or these ghost tokens that I'll talk about in a moment. All right? So far, so good. I'm not seeing anything in the chat that says, Mike, you're blowing it. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, the other thing I want to keep in mind is this prophecy card. Like I told you, this basically represents my area down here. And this particular prophecy card happens to score in columns. Sometimes they score in rows. This one happens to score in columns. And what this is telling me is that in my first row, I don't know how well the camera is picking that up, but you'll have to take my word for it on this. In this first column, I want to have 3 dice of equal values. If I can do that, at the end of the game, I'll get 3 Spook Juice. All right? This next one is telling me that I want 3 dice of different colors. If I can do that, I'll get 4. The next one is 2 numbers that subtracted by themselves give you this value. So I'm going column by column. So I'm going to be keeping that in mind. I want to have equal values. Well, right now I've got 2 5 dice. So I will likely be putting both of those in this first column, and then hopefully later on put another one down there. Actually, I'm going to do something even more than that. Here's what I'm going to do. All right. First thing is I'm going to take this blue 5 die, and I'll put it right there. I could put it in any, well, I'll put it in this row to, again, accentuate. You can put them into the leftmost of any one of these. So the 2 actions I can do is to promote or demote a Lord die, which basically just means pip up or down one of the other dice. It can't be the die that you use to trigger it. So what I'm going to do is make this green 4 a green 5. All right? That way I'll be able to have 3 of the same value there. The other symbol is a footprint, which means move. So I can pick any one of my grunts and move them. All right? I think I want to make sure it can be any one. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, choose one grunt color and move them all by 1. All right, well, if I pick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my blue grunt and move it right here, which you'll see that little jack-o'-lantern symbol there, which means that I can pip up one of these 3 dice in the left. All right, and you'll see why that's important here in a moment. Just for the sake of argument, I'll go ahead and pip up that first one to a 2. All right, so I've promoted a die and I've moved my blue grunt. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this die right here. This has another promote or demote die. I don't know if I want to do that. Do I want to make this a 5? Yeah, maybe I do actually. No, I'll keep it a 6. I'm keeping it a 6. The other action here is to move one of my minions, all right? This one keeps wanting to fall over. Summoning Stone, I think it's called. Stay there. All right. So I pick one of these minions down here, and I get to place this on any spot on the board. Now, why would I want to do that? Why do I want to have this here? It's because these basically allow you to jump over them to get to the next spot. And so maybe you want to cover up a spot with nothing so that it'll go to something that you do want. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and I'll place this minion right there, which means that when I move this skeleton grunt, instead of going to that first spot which did nothing, it's going to go to this spot, which gives me an action. All right? This allows you to kind of jump over and move and go a little bit faster. All right? Man, we have got so many puns in the chat. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm also sickened. All right. I'm going to go ahead and place this 5 here, which allows me to promote or demote a die. I will not do that. It allows me to move a minion. I could move that one that's on the board, but why would I do that? I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll go ahead and place... Do I want to start moving my green further? Yeah, because I already have 2 green dice here. If I can get this Frankenstein all the way down here, that'll mean that every green die that I have out here is worth 3. So let's go ahead and start trying to push the green minions forward. All right, that means that this last die goes here. And what that does, as I said, is it gives me a certain amount of mayhem. And I'm going a little slow in this first round. I'll speed it up as we go along. It tells you by the values. A value of 1 and 2 will get you 1. A value of 3 or 4 will get you 2. A value of 5 or 6, which I have, gets you 3. So I have 3 mayhem that I can spend here in a moment. This die goes back in the bag. All right. All right. So I've taken all of my actions. I've drafted my dice. So that means that we are now into, I'm trying to get the name of these phases. The spook phase. Yes, the spook phase, where I'm going to have a chance to purchase some of these goodies here. All right, so the cost in Mayhem is listed right here. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 for the ghost tokens. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 for the arch monster cards. All right. I want more grunts to move. All right. And so there are a couple of specific ghost tokens here that will allow me to do that. I'm going to go ahead and spend all 3 of my Mayhem, and I'm going to get this ghost token right here. Normally, these ghost tokens are placed right on your board, and they give you another action. But this is a special one that gives me another grunt of that color. So instead of placing it on my board, I'm going to place it off to the side, and I'm going to take another blue grunt out of the supply and put them in one of these spots right here. Okay, now when I move blue grunts, I'm not just moving this one, I'm moving both of them. All right, and this one won't move into its starting spot. It'll move into this first neighborhood spot right here. All right. Okay, so this shifts down. I refill with another random ghost token right there. Now, Spider Jack is going to do some nastiness here too. We look at the value on this die, and it's a 5. That means that it's going to take, starting from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to take this ghost token, which is not great for me, and you'll see why in a moment, and it's going to put it into its court. Now, what this means is that every time that Spider Jack scores a yellow die, it's going to be getting an extra 5 points because it's 3 for this grunt, 2 for that ghost token. That is not ideal for me, but it is what it is. It's also going to get rid of the 5th card. I want to make sure I'm doing that right. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to discard this card that you can't really see and get refilled. Now, I don't have any more Mayhem. If I did have more Mayhem, the ghost gets placed under the new grunt, so you can get max 3 of them. Oh. Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you, Drake. So it took that card, it took that ghost. Now, there's a lot of ways to adjust the difficulty of this solo game, and I'm going to keep it pretty easy. I'm going to keep it, for the most part, on easy mode. I think there's actually 7 different ways you can adjust the difficulty. Yeah, 7 different difficulty modes or ways to kind of do it. But I am going to add one thing to make it more difficult. Loopy, there is no massive asterisk because it was nothing that actually, it didn't change anything, Loopy. And frankly, I won't stand for it. All right. So a way to adjust the difficulty is that instead of putting this back in the bag, go ahead and add it to Spider Jack's court. So I made it a little bit more difficult for myself by adding that into the mix. All right. That's that, right? That's that. So that's 1 round of 6 done. All right. Hey, look, ain't no thing. Right now, let's look at the state of things. 21 Spook Juice for Spider Jack, a measly 1 Spook Juice for your hero, Mike DiLisio. But I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay because, as I said, most of my scoring is going to come at the end of the game, whereas Spider Jack is just soaking up all of this stuff here at the beginning. All right, I don't think I gave myself my Fearmobile back. I want my Fearmobile. That's Spider Jack's Fearmobile. Get that out of my face. All right, here we go. Round 2 of 6. Are we looking good so far? We're looking good? Yes? All right. Here we go. Shaking up the Lord dice. Shaking up the Lord dice. And we're going to pick 4. I keep picking 3. All right, here we go. This is going to be Spider Jack's. I'm going to put them in his Fearmobile. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Then we're going to take 4 for me. Chris. Mike thinks the chat won't ridicule every little thing he does, but that's just wishful thinking. Heavy sigh. There we go. There's mine. All right, now this kind of stinks for me because I was hoping for some blue dice to come in the mix because I want to move my blue grunts because I've got 2 of them out there on the board. But look, I've got to deal with what I've got to deal with. Now, looking at my second column here, I want 3 unequal colors. But again, I don't have to put the next 3 here. I could put all 3 here if I wanted to. But I kind of want to be thinking a little bit about what I'm looking to do. All right, so we're going to flip over Spider-Jack's second card. These are sliding around. All right, first thing I want to do is, I do want to bump up these dice because I'll just mention this right now briefly and we'll come back to it again. Oh, thank you, Ed. Yes. I meant to do this. There's a rulebook errata that you're supposed to remove 1 ghost and 1 monster from the track at the most expensive spot. That's true because it cycles the market out a little bit better. Thank you for reminding me, Ed. It is not too late to fix that. We can do that right now. This moves down, 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 down. Another ghosty. He says most expensive spot. I thought it would be the cheapest spot. Huh. I'm going to take it from the cheapest and then Drake, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am, then, it's a complete catastrophe and the whole thing falls apart. All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna draft. I was gonna talk about these. The reason why you want these dice pipped up, ideally to 6 for all of them if you can, is that at the end of the game, after 6 rounds, any die that is beyond the value here in that row gets removed and it is not considered for endgame scoring. So for example, if this die has 4 at the end of the game and I had 6 dice on this row, I'd have to get rid of those last 2 because it's only up to 4. So I really want to get all of these up to 6. Oh, cool. Thanks. Least expensive, Drake says, and Ed, no worries because you had my back to begin with. So no my bad for you. It's all good for you, Ed. All right. So I want to get these Spider-Jack dice up as much as I can. So I could go ahead and draft this yellow 4, which gives me 3, or I can get this black 4, which gives me 2 and a mayhem. I'm going to go with that instead. All right. They want the highest die. That's simple. That's that green 6. It goes right there. There we go. Now, here we go. I definitely want to move my... Let me get my terminology right. I want to say they're called summoning stones, but... Yeah, summoning tracker. Okay, I want to be moving these summoning trackers too because when these move across, they give you other actions. So I'm going to go ahead and draft this red 3, which is going to give me 2 of those summoning actions. They want a green die. No green die there. Now, next, they want the highest value die, which is this 6. This is not great for scoring. There's 12 points right there. Actually, even more than 12, but look. I got to do what I got to do. All right. All right. Do I want... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just go heavy into bumping up the Spider-Jack dice. They want a yellow die, which is right there. We go back here. I'm going to get this black 2. They're going to get this pink 2. We're going to go ahead and score the Spider-Jack's dice right now. All right. So you're going to see a lot of points here. All right. First thing. We're going to go ahead and score this pink die, which is 6 plus 3, so 9. That's going to go ahead and put them to 30 Spook Juice. All right. Then they're going to score this green 6, so they get 6 more. Then there's a tie, but this would give them... Actually, I should have done this. Yeah, they're going to choose that yellow 2 because they're going to get an extra 5 right there. So this is going to give them 2 plus 5, 7. If they pick this one, it would give them 2 plus 3, which is 5. So we put this here. We get 2 plus 5 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are at 44 Spook Juice after 2 rounds. Oh, gave him the yellow? Should I have not given him the yellow? All right, Drake, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if there's a tie, I need to give him the one that gives him the most points, right? You'll correct me if I'm wrong. All right. For now, I'm going to keep this pink 2 right here. All right. So now we go to me, and now I've got my movement. All right. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and move the Skelly first. All right, so we're going to move Skelly right here because he jumps over my minion. And now I got to move a summoning tracker. I can pick any one of these three. I'm going to move this one because this, when I move onto this spot, allows me to move or place another minion. I'm going to put, thinking I might put one here to just, because I'm going to be moving the black minion again, which could then, or grunt there, which can let me do that again. All right, so I'm going to put this right here. Strategy comment. Ah, good. Okay, yes. Now I'm going to move the black grunt again, which is going to give me another summoning tracker mover because he jumped over that. I'm going to go ahead and move this one, which gives me a mayhem. So you can see how things already are kind of comboing off there. Yeah. Now I'm going to move my red witch right there. And finally my yellow, which allows me to promote or demote. So I can change one of these dice. Do I want to? Do I want to change one of these dice? I don't hate that, but I also like the movement here. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change that to a 3. That black 2 to a 3. All right. Here we go. Now I'm drafting 3 of these, placing them here. 3 different colors isn't a problem. If I wanted to place all 3 of them here and leave one of the 2 blacks out of here for this, which I may do. But I also like the actions on those. Ooh. The third one is this minus this. Okay, let's just start with this. I'm going to go ahead and place this yellow 4 here. That gives me 3 pips of the Spider Jack dice. I'll make this a 3 and make these both 2s. All right. Then I will go ahead and take this. Allows me to do another Spider Jack. Let's go ahead and make this a 3. And 2 summoning. I think what I'm going to do, I would not mind getting more, because I don't think I'm going to get a lot of mayhem normally. So I'm going to go ahead and move this one twice. Oops. 1, 2, which gives me a mayhem. So now I'm at 2. Now I've got to choose which one of these 2. It doesn't matter for the terms of which, for mayhem, because either one of those is going to give me 2 mayhem. All right. So do I want 2 Spider Jack and a mayhem, or do I want a Spider Jack, a summoning stone, and a mayhem? I think I'll go ahead and take this. 2 Spider Jack die pips up. Let's make this one a 3. And we'll make this top one a 4. And then I get a mayhem. This one comes down here. This 3 is going to give me 2 more mayhem. So I've got 5 mayhem that I'm going to be spending here, which is lovely. And also, I've got 3 different colors in my second column. There's 7 points right there. There's 7 Spook Juice just sitting right there on my board. Can you believe it? I can. All right, let's spend that mayhem. Do I want another pink minion? Oh, I think I might. I think I might. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this pink. Now I've got all kinds of grunts here on the board. All right. Now this slides down. Slide, 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 slide. We're going to replace. I'm going to start going a little bit faster. Now, Spider Jack is taking the second most, starting from the right. So this is now placed in the red row. This card has been removed. These slide down. We're going to replace. These slide down. We're going to replace. This is going to go into that court, which is looking increasingly full. I don't love it. I spent, how much did I spend for that? Did I spend 2 for that? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I spent 2 for that ghost token. I think. If I spent 3, I'll take 1. But I have 3. I think I have 3 left to spend. Yeah, I think I have 3 left to spend, which means I have these 2 Arch Monster cards. I could... This says gain 2 Spook Juice for each adjacency created between blue and pink in your order of Spider Jack, which is down here. Right now, that's not doing me that great. This is in a cluster of 9 dice, gain 1 Spook Juice per summoning icon. I've already got a couple right there, so I think I'm going to take this one. It's a little bit covered up by camera, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. I wish I had remembered which one I had taken. I think this one was here. I took that, so we're going to do this. I'm going to refill. And then remembering to kind of cycle out the market. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll cycle, cycle, cycle. Oops. Get back here, you. Boom, boom, boom. Cycle, 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 cycle. Boo. All right. 2 rounds done. All right. Man, these puns are ridiculous. Ridiculous. This production is decadent. Decadent. I should not be encouraging this type of behavior. All right, that's 2 out of 6 rounds. We're a third of the way with this game. Who's gonna win? Who is gonna come out on top? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are going to draft some dice. There. Hey, I pulled 4 out correctly this time. All right. I keep hoping that blues and pinks are, well, actually, you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Get it? Because there's dice in the game. Roll with it. That's a clever pun. No, it's really not. Really not. Hey, I pulled out 5 dice. That's cheating. Let's try again. There's 4. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to flip over a new card for Spider Jack's priority. Stay there, you. All right. All right, the first one that let's look at my card here again. This is the difference of 2 numbers equals the third one down here, so I'll keep that in mind. The next one is they have to add up to 10. All right, so let's take this blue 4. They want the highest value die of any color, which is going to be the 6. All right, we're going to switch these around. I think I actually messed up because I didn't put my card in front of me, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it for now. I keep saying roll with it. Which of these do I want? I want, let's say, this 2. They want a pink die. Oh, shoot, that was a 6. Yep. They want a pink die, so they're going to take this one. I will take this yellow 3. They want a yellow die right there. These come back. I'll take this red 2 because I have no choice, and they're going to take the blue 6 because they have no choice. And now the cards are where they belong. All right. Everything good? Everything good. Yeah, so we're going to score up their dice. They're going to score the 6s and the 4. All right, so this 6 is going to be worth 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Outrageous. 1, 2, 3, and another 10. I wish I was getting those points. They're going to get 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're at 61 Spook Juice, and then they're going to score this 4, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 73 Spook Juice after 3 rounds. Not loving that. All right. So hopefully you can kind of see how the Spider Jack scoring works, and this is pretty much all the scoring they get, but it's significant. It's not an insignificant amount. All right, so now my movement phase. I'm going to move the red grunt first, which is my witch, and the reason why is that that's going to allow me to place out a minion. And now I know I'm going to be moving these. I think I would like... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this minion right here. And the reason why is that I'm going to move my blue grunts next. So I can do these in any order I want. And so I'm going to choose to move this grunt to the first available spot, which is not this. These are the starting spots. It would have been here, but that's taken. That one's also taken. So I'm going to move this one here so that now when this one moves, it hops here to this spot that allows me to bump up a Spider Jack die. My voice is sounding a little bit unpleasant, so let's just do this. That's lovely. All right. Now I can move my Skelly, which unfortunately is going to come here and not give me anything at this point. That's all right. Now we're going to be moving the yellow. The mummy moves there and does not trigger anything for that. All right. Now we're taking actions. All right. Now, I could actually get this column if I put the 4, 2, and 2 there, because 4 minus 2 equals 2. If I do that, though, then this, I'm not getting the action of that 3, which is, I think, okay. Although I do like that. I do like that. So I think I'm going to do something a little different. All right. I'll save the 2 for another one later. So I'll go ahead and I'll put the 4 here. All right. That gives me 2 bumps of the Spider Jack dice. I'll make this one a 4. I'll make this one a 5. Then I get a movement. I can pick any one of these to move. Let's start moving our pink. Yeah, let's start moving our pink. So I'm going to call pink. I'll move this one first, which is going to go right here. And then this one's going to jump over that one and go there, which is going to give me a mayhem. That should have been down to 0. Now we got 1. All right. You don't... Oh, just leave the ghost on the space. Ah, thank you. Yeah, because that makes it a little bit harder to move them around. So there you go. So you can get a maximum of 3 of these. I get it now. Thank you. Drinking. I'm Is it Evo? I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. I believe one of the designer. One of the designers. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I did that. I did my 2 Spider Jack pips up, a feeding Spider Jack, they call it. I did my movement of the pink. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You can get the maximum of 3 of those. All right. Then let's go ahead and put this 3 right here. I'm going to get 2 more feeding of the Spider Jack. So I'm going to move this to 5. That's going to move this one to 5. So now, look, I've already got 5 on all 3 of my dice. So I'm looking good there. I get 1 movement of my summoning, which I think I might go ahead and do this one. And then, which of these 2 do I want? They give me similar actions. This one gives me a mayhem. This one gives me a summoning move. I think I'm going to pick this one because this summoning move gives me another movement. All right, so I'm going to put this one here because I want to have a 2 here later. 4 minus 2 equals 2. All right, so I could do these actions in any order. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. No, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a minion out because I'm going to be getting 2 movements on this turn. And I'd like to start moving the red a little bit more, but I also want to start moving the ones I've got. See, I've got 2 pink grunts out there, no pink dice. I'm going to need to start getting pink dice so that they actually score something for me here. Evo is right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not so worried about that. Let's start bumping up. Yeah, I'm going to put this right here. Okay. So I did that. Now I'm going to do the summoning, which is moving right here, which gives me a movement action. I'm going to call red. Red's going to move here, jumps over that, which now allows me to place or move a minion. So I'll go ahead and move this one because I'm going to be moving again. Let's go. I don't want to get too hung up here. Let's go right here. All right, look at all those minions there. Then we get another movement from here. So let's call the pink. I'll do this one first. He'll give me a mayhem. Then I'll move this one. That gives me another mayhem. All right. This goes here, which gives me my final mayhem. And so I'm going to have 4 mayhem to spend. Woo! Are those orange white dice as hard to read in person Absolutely not. Yeah, it's a camera issue. They're very those dice are very clear to tell what they are. No issues at all. All right. All right. So I did my actions. Now we're going to be doing the purchasing of cards and or ghost tokens. Now, let me show you how some of these other ghost tokens work. So I'll go ahead. Oh, though, if I do that, then I can't purchase one of these. But I'm really trying to show you how the game works more than anything else. So let's do that. I'll go ahead and purchase one of these. I will purchase this ghosty right here, which gives me 2 summoning movements. But I have to put it on a blue spot. So let's go ahead and put it right here so that when a grunt moves onto there, I'll get 2 summoning spots. These slide down. Did I spend my 2? I did. Grip, grip, and grip. All right. They're going to be choosing the 3rd. So this ghosty goes into their court, which makes their pink dice even more valuable, which is not ideal. And then the 3rd here gets taken out. I have 2 more mayhem to spend. I could get another one of these. Which, why not, right? Do I get another red ghosty out? Another red, I've got 2 red dice. I can start trying to push red forward. Or I can get summoning movement. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll spend 2. I'm going to place this right here. My last 2 mayhem. These slide down. All right. End of the round, so we're going to go ahead and cycle these out. That goes away. That goes away. Slide, 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 slide. It's electric. All right. Rip, 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 rip. All right. Good? Good, good. This goes there. Look at that. Garbage! I hate everything about that. All right. That was round 3. Second half of the game. I need to get a 2 here. These need to add up to 10. I really want to get 50 Spook Juice out of this area, which is the max, as I said, these cards can get, because as you can see, they're already up on me a whole lot. All right, 4 dice. These are going to be for Spider Jack's Fearmobile. Boom, 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 boom. This chat is out of control today. All right, here we go. All right, well, there's a couple of 2s here in the mix, so I'm not worried about which one I'm going to be placing there. Let's start looking at what I want here. I think I like this one. Let's flip over a card and see the priorities that Spider Jack is looking for. They want the highest value. Well, that's that 3. Goes right there. Bum, 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 bum. Let me take one of these 2s. There's a double movement there. I don't hate that. All right. They want a red die. There we go. I've got a couple of 3s here. If I get another 3 for here, I'd need a 4 down there, which is fine. I'm set up for some Spider Jack scoring. Yeah, I agree, Drake. That's kind of my plan at this point. They want a yellow die. There are no yellow dice. Next, they want the lowest value, which is this red 1. Come back here. I'm going to take this last green 2. Spider Jack gets the black 3. And this time I'll remember to get my Fearmobile back. All righty. Now we're going to score Spider Jack and their court, which ain't going to be pretty, I can tell you that. All right. Oh, this needs to go here. All right. First thing they're going to do is they're going to score this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy enough. They're at 83. Then they're going to score this pink 3. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 95. Then they're going to score this black 3, which just gives them 3 for once. 1, 2, 3. So they're at 98 points. 98 points. Outrageous. All right, here we go. Let's move it, move it. I like to move it. All right, let's move the blues. All right, so I'm going to choose this one first. Jumps over that one, goes there, gives me 2 summoning. Let's go 1 here and 1 here. And then this one is going to move. And he's going to jump over that one and get a spider jack to pip up. We're going to go right there. Good. Now we're moving them again. Do I want to move them again? Let's hold off. Let's move some other ones first. All right. We're going to move the pinks. This one is going to jump all the way here. This one is going to come over here and get me a mayhem. Now we'll move green. Green's going to jump over here and get me 2 spook juice. Hey, I'm at 6. 98 to 6. +1 for the black dice and courts. Oh, I missed one for them. So whoop, there we go. 99. Thank you, Drake. Now we'll move our last blue. Let's go ahead and go here and then here. 2 more. We are maxed out on our dice. 6s across the board, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, now I'm going to take my actions. So basically I'm ignoring the little jack-o'-lanterns now because I've already maxed those out. I want to put a 2 down here because 4 minus 2 equals 2. I like having a whole bunch of movement, so let's do that. We'll go there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move a minion because I'm going to be moving something twice. Let's start getting my blue grunts to the end, to the finish line. So let's move 1 here. Right? Okay. Now I get 2 movements. And so I'll call blue. This one is going to jump over this one to there. It ignores that 2. And then this one is going to jump over this one, and go right there. Now, if I wanted to call blue again, I can go ahead and get those to the finish line. But I think instead, I'm not going to worry about that because I know I'm going to get more movement. Let's call pink there and there to mayhem. All right. So there was my 2 movement and minion move. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this one, put it right there. These are going to have to add up to 10, so I don't want to put, although I could pip up a die, I suppose. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to take my summoning stone first, which lets me move a minion. Let's go ahead and place, God, I want to start moving my reds faster too. Because I've got 2, but also green, so let's go here. Green. All right. Then we've got a movement. So I'll go ahead and call green. Green, oops, is going to jump over that to here. It's going to get 3 spook juice. So I'm at 99 to 9. That's all right. You don't see me worried. Let's go ahead and take, do I want that? Do I want to move again? Or do I want to get these summoning up? I kind of want to get these summonings up. So I think what I'll do, so this next one has to be equal colors. So I'm going to try to start getting pinks, although they keep taking all the pink. But that actually is a good idea because I don't want to give them more pinks. I'm scoring them a lot. So I'm going to put this here and hope to get pinks in all of these. Ignore that. Move a summoning stone. I'm going to move this one. And then I could promote, which I will. I'll promote this one because that's going to give me an extra mayhem here. Now I get 2 mayhem. I got 5. Look at that. Bam! It is common to score over 100. From what I understand, these markers were supposed to have 100 printed on the back. But we're just going to place a ghost on them for now. All right. Okay. Did I do everything I was supposed to do there? I think I did. Yep. All right. Now we're going to be buying stuff. I've got 5 to spend. I'm going to start getting, I need to get some more scoring cards. This one is for every space my skeleton is moved. That's not great. Gain 8 spook juice if you have 2 ghosts in a neighborhood. I've got one there. So that's 8 spook juice right now. That's not bad. This one is if you have 3 minions in the same neighborhood. Oh, look at that. I already got that. I've got that one already. I'm going to take that. That's 10 spook juice at the end of the game. Move that to a 1. These slide down. All right. Now, they're going to take the first most, which is going to be this one, which is going to go into green. And then they're going to take this one out. Slide these down. Slide these down. I have 1 more mayhem, so I'm not going to be spending it. So we're going to clear this out. We're going to clear this out. Slide down, slide down, slide down, slide down. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to put 2 more here. One thing I do want to point out, just because it is a possibility, although I may not do it, is that at any point in the game, if I want to, with these Arch Monster cards, I could flip it over so that it won't score at the end of the game, but I can take any one of the game actions that I want. There is one action I haven't done yet in the game, and that is to swap the position of 2 Lord dice in your Order of Spiderjack. I haven't needed to do that at this point, and I may not need to, but just so you know that there is that action's there. All right, here we go. The penultimate round, ladies and gentlemen, the penultimate round. How is this all going to play out? All right, 4 dice for old Spiderjack. I drew 5, but that's all right. That one's just going to go back. All right. I got to hope I get some pink dice, because that's kind of what I'm staking things on for this. I may not be able to get that column, and that's a 12-point column. I might have been stupid in placing that there. Yeah, look at that. No pink dice at all. All right, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is unfortunate for your pal Mike DiLisio. All right, water. I'm going to need it. It's getting real, folks. All right, what do I want to... let me start thinking here. I need a 2 here. There are no 2s, so I'm going to have to probably... oh, no, I need a 4. Oh, no. 3, 6. Yeah, I need a 4 here. Okay, yeah, I've got 4s. No worries there. I'll go ahead and take it now just to play safe, because who knows what they're going to take. We're going to find out right now. This needs to go there. All right, they want the highest value dice, which is that 6. All right, so I'm good for this row. I've got that row. This row might be bad. This one is a sum of these 2 need to equal that. So 4 and 1 is 5. There right away. So let me just. I want summoning actions, so I'm going to do that. And they want a yellow die, which they've got right there. Back to me. I will take. I want summoning actions. I said. But I would like to move my blue grunts. Although I'm not worried about that, I don't think. I'm going to put that there. They want a pink die. There is no pink die. Then they want the lowest die, which is right there. Back here. They get the 3. I get the 5. They're going to score some points. This is a perfect name for this. Monster Mash asks, is this game going to retail or is it Kickstarter only? I can't tell you definitively. There are some people from the publisher that work with the publisher in the chat. Maybe they can verify. But I do know that other games from this publisher, from Final Frontier, have gone to retail. So my strong suspicion is that this will go to retail. But again, I can't guarantee you that. I don't know for sure. All right, scoring it up. Here we go. Big points for Spiderjack here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 100. I'm just going to give them this to denote that they've got 100 points here. They were there, yeah. 1, 2. Okay. If I messed that up, let me know, because I got myself out of the way here. I think that's right. This is going to be bad. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then they're going to score this black 4, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are at 121 Spook Juice. All right, 121 Spook Juice. Here we go. Now I'm going to start moving and grooving. Huh. Now this is interesting. I could potentially promote a die. I could also, I'd love to be able to move that. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up moving this so that I don't have to try to get 3 pinks in a row, because I think I messed myself up there. So I'm eyeing this here, which allows me to move dice around. All right, we'll see. We'll see if I can pull that off. Let's just start moving stuff. Let's move our black first, which is going to be right here. Whoop, goes right there and gives me a summoning action. Let's do this one. All right. Then we're going to move the black again, which is going to go right here. Nothing happens there. Now yellow is going to get 2 movements. Here allows me to promote or demote a die. Do I want to promote this one to a 6? Sure. Make that one a 6. And then he moves again right there. All right. There will be a few extra copies coming to let me just put it up here. Few extra copies coming to retail, and if it does well, then they're going to print more as they get localization partners. All right, well, thank you. Hopefully, it's something that you'll be able to get, readily. All right, so I know I want to put the 4 here because that's going to add up to 10. This goes here. Those feeding Spider Jack does nothing for me because I'm maxed out, but I do get that mayhem. Then I'm going to place, I want this plus this equals this. Let's go ahead and place this 1 right here. This is going to give me 2 summoning. So the first summoning I'm going to do is going to be right here. Then the second summoning I'm going to do is here. Now this is something that has not happened yet, and this is going to give me Spook Juice equal to the value of this row up to the number to that die. So this means that since this is at a 6, I'm going to get all of these values, which I probably wasn't smart putting a 1 there. That was stupid. Well, that's all right. It is what it is. So let's add these up. 9 and 1 is 10, and another 10 is 20. All right, so that gets me in to 29 Spook Juice. All right, that's beautiful. Then I will place, if I put this 1 here, that means I'm going to want to put a 2 here. So let's do that. Let's place this 1 here. Oh, I'd have to put it there or there. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Let's put it here. Gives me 2 summoning and a mayhem. I'll take the mayhem first. Oh, this isn't great. Oh, no, yeah, I can do 2 summoning here. 1, 2, 2 more mayhem. That's 5 mayhem now. This goes here, which gives me 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. I maxed out my mayhem. Maxing out my mayhem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So now I got 8. Let's get some fun stuff here. All right. I know I want this ghost because I need to move stuff around. But I also can't mess too much with other things. Do I just give up on that column? I really don't want to give up on that column. I am going to take this one. So it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put this on something I know is going to trigger. I know I'm going to want to move. Probably put it here. Okay. So that's that. Now let's refill. They're going to take the third, 1, 2, 3. They're going to take this green and add it to their court there. Refill that. They're going to get rid of this card out of the market. Then that die is going to go into their court. Now I still have 5 left. Let's see. That is 3 green dice in a row, the one you can't see off camera, so I don't want that. This is pink and green. I have none of that, so I don't want that. This is 3 red Lord dice in one of your rows. I've got 2 there. If I got a third one there, that would be 10 Spook Juice. That's not bad. This is gain 1 per movement or promote or demote in 2. I don't mind that for there or for there. And this one is 8 Spook Juice if you have 2 ghosts in a neighborhood. Oh, yeah, I've already got that. Let's just go ahead and do that one. All right, so I'm going to spend 3 for that. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to refill. And I actually have enough to get another ghost because I've got 2 more mayhem. Let's go ahead and spend it. And let's put the... Do I want to keep moving summonings? Maybe. Or do I want to move these? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this on this spot. These slide down. Then you're going to get burned, actually. This one's going to go away. This one's going to cycle out. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can you tell that we're going? All right. Last round, ladies and gentlemen. Last round. Did I mess up something in scoring? Let me know if I messed up in scoring. I did get a little distracted when I was doing that one. So please let me know. All right, last round. 4 dice. All right. And here's mine. All right. I do need to move these blue. Definitely need to move. Oof, this is going to be close because there's only 2 dice with movement icons on them. Ah! Okay. I know that I want this plus this to equal that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take, I want to move pink. I also want to move red. All right. So I'm going to take a pink or a red die, I think. I think I'll go ahead and take this red 6. Let's find out what Spider Jack's going for. They want the highest value die, which is this 4. Okay. All right. Let's take a, if they have that, yeah. I think I'll take this 1. They want a yellow die. Highest value. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah. All right. I will take this pink. They want a blue. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay because I'll get this 2, which I know I'm going to be placing there. Oh, shoot. Well, we'll find out. We're going to find out how this works. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, here we go. Let's score up this monstrosity here. Oh, this isn't going to be good. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oof. Then they're going to score this 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then this 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spider Jack ends up with 151 Spook Juice. So, at the end of this round, after my endgame scoring, I'm going to have at least 151. I'm currently at 29. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's move some stuff. Okay. I think this one is maybe dead to me. I think this column, I think I'm losing those 12 points, which just stinks. But I think that's just going to be the way it is because I want to get this 1 and this 2 here so that I can get the 18. So I'll probably put the 4 here, or do I want to put the 6 there and get the movement of the... All right, let's do this. Let's put this here, give up on this column scoring, move a summoning stone. Let's move this one, which gives me a mayhem. Then I'm going to place this here. Do I want to put that one first or this one? This one. This is going to go... Oh, it's also going to get me a summoning. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this one's going to go here. All right, which is going to get me a summoning. I'll move this one, which allows me to score everything in this row. 9, 10, 11, 15, 21, 23. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 52. All right. Monster movement. Did I miss something? I didn't do monster movement. Thank you, Drake. What did I do? It was yellow and blue and red, right? Yellow and red. That could have been bad, 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 bad. All right, yellow goes here. I will not do the demoting thing. Red, oh my goodness. Well, this kind of, I feel like I have to just kind of waste, I feel like I have to waste this because I've already started doing stuff down there. I'm just going to waste that. All right, well, Mike messed up big time. Big time. Yeah, I wish I could retro that. I don't think I can at this point. Oh, dummy, 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 Mike. Black would move here. I'd be getting so much summoning. That's that. Then pink allows me to go here, which allows me to move dice. I'm not going to do that. Oops, this is going to go here, which is going to give me 2 mayhem. Oh, man, I feel so mad at myself. All right. Yeah, I kind of messed up there, but that's on me. That is definitely on me. Oh, gosh, because I'm not going to end up moving those. Oh, man. I blew it so bad. I could move them. Let's try. Let's see this. Let's see what happens here. All right. This one's going to go here. It gets me a mayhem, and it gets me a couple of summoning. I had so many summonings I could have done. That's just my... I got... Sometimes when I'm trying to like make sure I'm talking enough and watching stuff, I lose track. It happens to the best of us. So I get 2 movement or 2 summoning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to score this row. 5, 8, 10, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I get another one, which is going to be a movement, which I'll move this and this. All right. You would get the 2 summoning icons, maybe just use them in the middle column instead. I could get another movement, I guess, if I did that. So the bottom row isn't tainted. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. If I move this, I would get another movement at least. Actually, I can get another scoring there. I don't know. I don't want to cheat just because I was not playing very smart. You know what I mean? Or because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing there. Yeah. All right. Let's just say, for the purposes of things, that I would have done... There would have been a lot more happening because I just kind of messed up. And then this is going to go here, and I get 2 more mayhem, which is going to give me... Oh, wait, I put that 3 here. Let's keep track of that. So I've got 6. I'm not going to be buying ghosts from the witch. Oh, I see what you mean. From moving the witch there. The 2. Yeah, I could do that, and then I would get another movement. That's a good point. Let's do that. Let's get another movement. That would only give me 3 points if I moved them. I could get 2 of that. Yeah, that wouldn't help me much. Honestly, I don't know this is going to help me. Let's do it. I'll get me 3 points. So I get 2 movement, right? Or I get a movement. Yeah, that's not going to do a lot for me. I'll do this and this, which gets me the mayhem anyway. So now I have 8 mayhem. All right. All right, all right, all right. It's fine. It's fine. So, purchase. I want to be purchasing cards because that's going to give me points. 3 red dice in a row I don't have. Pink and green I don't have. 3 green I don't have. This is a good one. This is 1 spook juice for each town space here. Oh yeah, this is 23 spook juice. I'm definitely spending 4 for that. That's big. All right. And then they're going to remove the 3rd. Doesn't really matter for the most part, but it does take that out of the mix. Bum, bum. I'm not going to refill the ghost because I'm not going to be buying any ghosts. I've got 4 left, so I can buy any of these cards. 3 in a row. No. Although I could do it to buy it just to flip it over and do this. That's what I'm going to do. Watch this, folks. Watch this. I'm going to spend 4, my last 4, for this. I'm going to buy this one. Actually, I could have bought any of them. I'm not going to use it for this scoring. What I am going to do is I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to take a summoning. I'm going to take a summoning action because I want to score one of these 2 rows. Which one's going to give me more? 8, 10, that's 15. This one will give me more. So I move this here. This is going to give me 9, 13, 16, 19, 20. I like that. Boom, boom. I'm at 87 before final scoring. All right. Yeah, 2 more summoning icons is a ton of spook juice. Yeah, Drake, you're right. I definitely my getting distracted did lose me some points, but we'll see. We'll see. Look, I got some stuff happening here. All right, let me make sure that final scoring. So, first thing we're going to do is I would have to remove any dice if these were not at their max value, but they are. Okay, so all of these dice count for scoring. Then gain spook juice for grunts in your final area. I've got 2 of the blue, and that means that for every blue die in my order of Spiderjack, I'm going to get 6, I believe. And again, Drake is here to help me out in case I mess up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Yes? 10, 20. Give myself a ghost because I've got 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm now at 111. Okay. Then for my prophecy card, I'm scoring everything here except for that 12 points. All right. These are all the same number. These are all different colors. This minus this equals this. These equal up to 10. That one didn't get. This plus this equals this. So basically, I know that this maxes out at 50. So 50 minus 12 is 38. So I'm going to give myself another 38 points. 10, 20, 30. I think I'm feeling pretty good here. And that. So I'm at 149 right now. And then, but I get all this scoring too. Yeah, I think I got him. I think I got him. 1 spook juice for each town space your octopus grunt has scored. So that's 23 right there. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. So that's scored. 8 spook juice if you have 2 minions or 2 ghosts in the neighborhood. I do. So that's 8 points right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 spook juice if you have 3 minions in the same neighborhood. I do. Bam. And then 1 spook juice per summoning icon in a grid of 9. So which one's going to give me the most? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 there. I think I ended up with like 211 to their 151. So look, and I probably could have done better. Now, I want to make one thing very clear as I jump back to the, oh, why am I not coming back here? Let's try this. There we go. One thing I want to make very clear is that I played on almost the easiest of easy modes. As I said, there are 7 different ways that you can add difficulty to the game. I added one of those 7 ways. So this could definitely be much, much more challenging, but I was really just trying to kind of show you through how the game works. I probably made a couple of errors here or there. I definitely messed up by not moving my grunts. What's the matter with me? Look, if there's one thing I know about monsters on board is you got to move your grunts. If you don't move your grunts, then are you really playing the game? The answer is no. But anyway, I played, again, the almost the easiest version of the game. There are very, very many ways to bump that up. It says that if you add 0 to 2 adjustments, that is easy mode, and I added 1. If you add 3 to 4, it's normal difficulty, so I was not even playing on normal difficulty. If you add 5 or 6, it's difficult, and it's monstrous if you add in all 7 of the difficulty variants to it, or adjustments to it. So, anyway, I feel like we had a spooktacular time, don't you? I feel pretty good about it. Make sure that there's anything in here I need to... More terrible, terrible puns. Outrageous and shocking. You should all be ashamed of yourself and also very proud. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. That was Monsters on Board on the DiLisio Factor. And keep in mind that we've still got stuff happening. We've got at 3 or is it 2? I think at 2 p.m. we've got our crowd surfing show. So come on back for that. And then again, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we've got our 36-hour marathon. It's going to be some special guests coming in to join us, the Dice Tower crew. We're going to be playing all kinds of games. We don't even know what we're playing. We're going to just pick stuff that we want to play. We're going to play them on the live stream. We're going to have short games. We're going to have long games. We're going to have dexterity games maybe, party games maybe. Who knows? Nobody knows. Maybe Tom knows. I don't know. But anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed myself. Hopefully you had a good time. Until next time, this is Mike DiLisio signing off from Dice Tower headquarters.